I'm going to cut across to Dev very quickly now. Dev, the Chief Minister in all of this, Ashok Gehlot, is quiet. He was down with COVID, but I believe he's tested negative. Will we hear from him very soon?
Oh, well, absolutely. In fact, he spoke with our sister channel Aaj Tak a few days, and I can tell you, when he was pointedly asked, Preeti, that what is your take on Sachin Pilot, he maintained that back in 2020, he had turned baggy. वो रिबेल कर रहे थे, इसलिए हमने उनके खिलाफ बोला था, क्योंकि वो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान, अमित शाह के साथ मिलकर हमारी सरकार तोड़ना चाह रहे थे. पर अब हमें उनसे कोई शिकायत नहीं है. Preeti, even Pilot has matured over time. If you look at the change of strategy, back in 2020, Gehlot had called him Gaddar, Nakara, Nikamma, because the impression that was given was that he wants to become the chief minister, that he was himself hankering for the post. But in 2023, in this election year, Pilot has been very careful in choosing the kind of issues with which he is trying to put Gehlot in dock, whether it's the paper leak issue or the corruption issue. Pilot is very careful in communicating that he's targeting not the Congress government per se, but Ashok Gehlot, because these were the matters that were taken up in the run-up to the elections when the Congress was in opposition. And the impression that he's now trying to give, Preeti, is that this is a selfless fight that he's taking forward so as to ensure that the Congress fights on the right kind of issues. And very soon
because
we can see,
even if he decides
Gehlot
to leave the Congress, he still wants that door open. Rajdeep, I want to quickly bring you in, and Rahul, for a final comment on all of this. How do you see the next 6 months go? Because it does seem somewhere down the line that the Congress or the High Command is not very open to accommodating Mr. Pilot, because clearly you have Mr. Gehlot who's dug in his heels. Do you see him leaving? It's only 7 months from now.
The problem is this is a long-running soap opera. It's been going on since 2018, ever since Mr. Gehlot was chosen over Mr. Pilot. They've never really been able to resolve the problem. And that is the real crisis. To answer your question, will he leave or not? Well, will the Congress decide? I mean, imagine you've allowed this
But not deciding, the Congress has decided that they are sticking by Mr. Gehlot.
The Congress has to say officially, as yet they haven't, that Ashok Gehlot will lead them into the next election. It appears that that's what will happen. The moment that happens, then we will know what Mr. Pilot intends to do. Otherwise, what they've done, they've prevaricated, allegedly made various promises. Only 5 months ago, Preeti, if you recall, when Ajay Makan was on his way to Jaipur, he had sent out, he had virtually sent out the message that Mr. Gehlot was moving to Delhi as Congress president, and Rajasthan would have a new chief minister. That is the reality. So, since then, what's changed? Kharge has become the Congress president. Since then, they've not acted in any way against, the so-called dissidents. And importantly, they've sent out the message indirectly that Ashok Gehlot is still the tallest leader of Rajasthan, that he has the maximum number of MLAs. So Sachin Pilot is simply waiting for that to be made official. Once I think it's made official that Mr. Gehlot is the one who's going to lead us into the next election, then I think Mr. Pilot... Then I think he will have some option. Even then, I'm not sure whether he's ready to take the plunge, because he still believes that his future still lies with the Congress party.
So even if that door is not shut, Rahul, and to keep that door open, he forms his own political outfit interimly and then allies with other political outfits like the RLP and the Aam Aadmi Party. But 7 months, does Sachin Pilot has the bandwidth to actually come up with an own political outfit, the money, the organization?
CPT, I think this is not what Sachin Pilot is eventually going to do. Rajdeep is right. It all depends on what the Congress does. Remember, Ashok Gehlot is one man who has dared the Congress, High Command, gone against the first family's diktat when Ajay Makan and Mallikarjun Kharge were there for a meeting, and lived to tell the tale. So much so that today, after Surat's court appearance by Rahul Gandhi, it's when this press statement today, it's visible that Ashok Gehlot zaruri hai. What is happening? There is an impression now in the Congress in Rajasthan that the party is losing the election. One. And the idea is to hang on to power as long as possible, because pushing the risk, pushing Ashok Gehlot means there can be a risk to the government. That's what the Congress doesn't want to do. And I think somewhere it will like to keep the flock together even if it is heading for a loss. I think Sachin Pilot is pushing for a moment where Ashok Gehlot may not be declared the chief ministerial candidate. I think largely the protest and everything is for that only.
Well, will that happen? We'll only know. It's only 7 months from now. Whichever way that Sachin Pilot needs to go, that decision needs to be made quickly for him, especially if it is to form his own political outfit. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.